How's it going, guys? It's Univer back again with another video on Hear Me Raw. And today I want to talk about how the church has fucked us up so bad, religion in general. And I know as time goes on, we will right those wrongs. The main thing I want to talk about today is just the fact that people are not tapping into their pleasure. And I'm gonna talk about my beautiful human, Janelle Monáe, who's non-binary. I'm not sure what their pronouns are. They don't have it listed on their bio, but they're trailblazing right now. And their focus is on pleasure. And that's something that I've been interested in as well. You know, we tend to live hedonistic lifestyles, but not the good kind. Because this type of lifestyle that happens a lot in America or just in the world in general, a lot of times, unfortunately, people get hurt. You know, a lot of sexual assault, a lot of catcalling, a lot of inappropriate comments and touching, like just a lot of really fucked up shit that can honestly truly be solved. You know, being in this world that's riddled with fear, a lot of people end up being stuck on the lower end of the chakras. They do not see full realization. Full realization at the top, you also realize the interconnectedness of everything. You cannot run away from the interconnectedness of everything. You cannot run away from yourself, because wherever you go, there you are. So people are not in the right mind because they're not fully connected. They're not out here grounding on the earth. They're not out here listening to the messages of God and the angels. They're not listening to the wind of the trees. They're not listening. They're not feeling the ground beneath them. They're not feeling supported by the earth. They might not even feel like they belong. But if they truly felt that connection, that they're connected to everybody that they meet and run into, and then they go on a journey of self-love, to love themselves and to love the world around them, to see themselves in the world around them. And the thing is, a lot of us are seeing ourselves in cities. We're seeing ourselves in concrete jungles, and we're not seeing the true version of ourselves. I dare you to go on a trip and you will see real life is right here. Your body, everything that you're made of can be found right here. All the elements are in nature. And when your body dies, you can't put you cannot, your body wouldn't, you know, be found on concrete, on asphalt. No, your body will go back under the ground, like this ground. This is the earth that we come from. Human actually means animated earth. And trees can move too. We just are able to move faster. And we're trees. These trees are our lungs. These are simple things that we should learn about. Not so much in the technical terms, technical jargon that we hear in school that keeps us uninterested, makes us fall asleep. We're just sitting there. Like, a lot of us, just the school system wasn't even built for us. And we're not being told the truth about ourselves, but we can find out the truth about ourselves through the stars. So through the study of astrology, you can learn about yourself. Through numerology, numbers, angels use numbers of frequencies, binary codes. Like any computers, any simulation that we create is binary codes, it's ones and zeros. So numbers are everywhere, and the angels can use that to communicate with you. That's also something that we are not taught in school. You would have to go to like a mystery school or something to learn about these topics. The art of yoga, the art of yoking oneself, the art of making sure that you are whole, that you're not compartmentalizing yourself, that you're not living in fear, which leads to a lot of nasty behaviors. If you're living in fear, you're going to be nasty to yourself, and you'll be nasty to others. That's all that you know. If you've only experienced love from your parents, which unfortunately a lot of times we don't have the best upbringing, and to us, our parents are God. But no matter how old you are, the universe is always your daddy. The earth is always your mommy, you know? So you don't have to risk trying to get love from other people, losing yourself, to have to find yourself over and over again and continue that cycle. There is someone that will always love you. That's your higher self, that's God, that's Mother Nature. They got your back. The Holy Trinity right there has your back. It does. A lot of people don't believe that, and that's why the world is the way that it is now. And going back to the abuse and how the church messed this up, a lot of people are afraid of masturbation. they won't even, they don't want to do it. They think it's evil. They think it's bad. So they've never truly learned how to pleasure themselves. And if you do not know how to pleasure yourself, how can you expect somebody else to? Which leads to unhappiness in relationships. And you talk about the fact that homosexuality, the fact that people think gay shit is bad. It's very hypocritical though, because a lot of the dudes that be bringing up the Bible talking about homosexuality is bad, they love lesbians. Boosie is a prime example. He has a song all about lesbians. Two dyke looking in the back seat, something like that. You know, I used to listen to him back in the day when I was in Florida. But he always hating on the gays, always hating on gay men, which honestly just makes me think that he's gay himself. Most of the homophobic people, transphobic people, they're most likely gay or they're most likely trans, and they cannot deal with it because the fear that has been instilled into them, it's not even their fault. For people to have taken God and to put a middleman in between God, saying that, oh, you cannot talk to God unless you go through me, the preacher. Jesus did not talk about that stuff. Jesus said, have I not told ye that ye are gods? We could live like gods if we wanted to. Instead, we worship a few that really do not give anything back to us. Look at Bill Gates with all his money, just try to leak. I mean, I'm pretty sure he just legalized lab-grown meat, bro. Test subjects. They've turned us into test subjects. And we have to get back to our roots, get back to the truth of who we are, and that is love. Creating a world where we meet everything with love, when we meet ourselves with love, when we meet our shadow with love, when we meet our pain with love, when we meet our emotions, however we're feeling in that moment, with love. Anything that you meet with love, anything that you'll understand, if you meet it with love, you meet a transgender person, you don't know anything about a transgender person, but if you meet that person with love, you will be kind to that person automatically. You won't have to think and do all these mental gymnastics and then end up thinking, oh, they're not supposed to be here. No, you will not go through any of that, because that's another person, that's another being that has free will. All you need to do is just show that person love, listen to that person, and then just go on your merry way. It's really as simple as that. We have all these subconscious actions that we do, that we carry on, that we need to let go. The bat came to me yesterday or the day before, and a lot of that messaging with the bat is letting go of an older version that's no longer needed, letting the old blood die. And you know, there was something too in the ethers about the old blood dying, how the older generation is dying to make way for the next. I would say if you're part of that older generation, you do not have to physically die. You can just let your old beliefs die. Let your old beliefs that's fucking up the planet, let those die. Let the money, all the money that you have that you're hoarding onto, let it go and share it. All the land that you've taken away from people and animals, give it back. The land back movement. The Garden of Eden is not far from us. It's right here. We literally just have to be able to see it. And we need more of us connected. We need more of us seeing that. We need more of us believing that. Because where two or more are gathered, there God is. That's why group meditations can be very powerful. Group prayers can be very powerful. What are we praying for? And as far as I'm concerned, there's only one God. We may see God differently, give God different pronouns. Maybe God is an elephant to you, whatever it may be. But God is everywhere. Everywhere you go, there is God. Okay? God is everywhere. So all this fighting, all this death that's happening in the name of God, that's got to end. So again, back to the matter at hand. How do we stop this? How do we reverse this? I pretty much just explained it all. We need to allow people to have their own personal connection with God. They do not need an intermediary, you know, and we need to let go of all the bigotry. It's not helping us, it's not helping the planet. But yeah, the way that this world was built, unfortunately, a lot of it was built on racism, homophobia, transphobia. It was built on the death of the genocide of the natives, and then you had the Holocaust, a lot of violence, a lot of blood. These grounds, you know, have had a lot of blood go into them. A lot of our waters, precious waters, was flowing back into the ground before they needed to. So that's why if you really connect with Mother Nature, you might end up crying for yourself, maybe for what the earth is going through. But I highly recommend reconnecting to Mother Nature, y'all. She needs us. We need her, but she needs us. Like, it's us. We are connected. And then the last thing is just the masculine and the feminine aspect of things. We need to love both. It doesn't matter how masculine somebody is or how feminine somebody is. It does not matter. It does not matter. There are 7 billion people on this planet. You really think that all are just gonna be one way and the other, and it's gonna be half and half or whatever it may be? No, like variations, spectrums, the rainbow. You cannot have a whole thing without having different aspects. Variety is the spice of life, so let people be. That's my video for today, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the view. I'll walk around a little bit more, give you guys a view of the woods. But yeah, definitely make your way out. Ground, connect your feet and your toes to the ground. That's really good for you. Like, I hurt my ankle recently, and thanks to yoga and everything, it didn't get hurt too bad. But every day I'm coming out here and I'm walking on the earth, you know, I'm walking on the rocks. I'm giving my ankle different angles different angels to step on, you know. So that y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video with anybody that you think that needs to see it. But we got this. 1111, we got this. We really do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe, share this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Follow me on my social media. Instagram is my most active one. Let's bring forth the Garden of Eden, y'all.